I've just had an opportunity to speak with President Trump, and I would say to all my colleagues, has indicated he's prepared to sign the bill. He will also be issuing a national emergency declaration at the same time. And I've indicated to him that I'm going to support the national emergency declaration. So for all of my colleagues, the President will sign the bill. We'll be voting on it shortly. And with that, I ask the Chair to lay before the Senate the conference report to accompany House Joint Resolution 31.
The President is doing an end run about Congress, about the power of the purse. You've heard me say over and over again, Article 1, the legislative branch, the power of the purse, the power to declare war, many other powers listed in the Constitution, and of course, the responsibility to have oversight. So the President is doing an end run around that. We will review our options. We'll be prepared to respond appropriately to it. I know the Republicans have some unease about it, no matter what they say, because if the President can declare an emergency on something that he has created as an emergency, an illusion that he wants to convey, just think of what a president with different values can present to the American people. You want to talk about a national emergency? Let's talk about today, the one-year anniversary of another manifestation of the epidemic of gun violence in America. That's a national emergency. Why don't you declare that emergency, Mr. President? I wish you would. But a Democratic president can do that. Democratic president can declare emergencies as well. So the precedent that the president is setting here is something that should be met with great unease and dismay by the Republicans. And of course, we will respond accordingly.
As far as which group of Republicans get upset about this, it'll depend on how it gets done. For example, there are delegations from states that were hit by serious national disasters over the last few years who don't want to see their disaster aid money get raided for this. If money gets taken away from the military, there might be some pro-military hawks in Congress who don't want to see that money get moved there. But the bottom line is it's too early to say exactly where that money is going to come from. And so therefore, a little bit too early to see who will be most upset. But by and large, right now, Republicans are sticking with their president. Lindsey Graham told me just a minute ago he thinks this is a political fight worth having for this president.
All right, Garrett, thanks. Let me go back to Hallie right now at the White House. Hallie, what's the timing? When will the actual emergency be declared? When might we see or hear from the president?
You know, that's a good question, Lester. The Senate's got to first pass the bill, then the House does, and then it's got to make it to the president's desk. So we wouldn't see him physically sign that bill until then. And given that the guidance we've heard from the White House is that the president will both sign the bill and declare the national emergency, it's likely those two things will happen at the same time. We know, by the way, also on the Hill, the president's pick to be the next attorney general has been confirmed, Bill Barr. There is an expectation that Barr will be sworn in formally. It's not clear if we will for sure see the president there or not, but if we do, it'd be surprising if he didn't talk about the latest news here on this front, Lester.
A lot of news being made. Hallie Jackson, thanks again. If you're just joining us, the headlines are the president, the White House indicating the president will sign the spending bill put before him by a bipartisan group of negotiators.